Hey guys, welcome to the first ever DevLog video on the D&D project that I'm working on in NeosVR. These videos are going to be out every maybe week to 2 weeks just to show the progress of what I've been working on. The first 3 videos are going to be on the main stuff that I've been working on recently. This video today is going to be on the character sheets, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys everything that I've done, so let's get straight into it. Okay. So this is the base that I'm using so far for the character sheets to be held on. This will be completely changed in the future. This is just a placeholder right now. So to get started with the character sheet, firstly you just want to click this button just here, and you're presented with a few options. The first option just at the top is the username of the user that is the character sheet's going to be parented to. So as of right now, it's me, so I need to type in my name. For example, if it was someone else like Tomo, who is also helping me on the project, I'd type in his name here. Caps don't matter, but I'm a neat freak, so caps matter to me. So I'm just going to type my name back in here, and we'll get straight into it. Okay, now to apply the character sheet to yourself, all you got to do is just click this apply button here. Now the character sheet is equipped onto not my avatar but my user myself, so it follows me pretty much. To show the character sheet, all I got to do is double click this menu button just here. So if I do that now, it will show the character sheet. You can see all of the stats and everything. You've got my name at the top, you've got all the stats for D&D, like the class, the level, the background, the player name, dark elf, race, not dark elf, sorry, alignment, and experience points. All of these can be edited on the fly, so for alignment I'm just going to put chaotic. Chaotic, no, chaotic. There we go. There we go, sorry, my spelling's pretty bad. Sorry about that, guys. May have probably spelled that wrong, but oh well. Each one of these at the top are a text value field, so you can edit them. Now, the more important parts of the character sheet is the player info, and all of this is linked throughout the whole character sheet, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But as of right now, we've got our health. So if I just edit the maximum health, so let's say my character has, let's say, 32 health, and I just click this down, this +1 here, it will automatically correct it to the maximum health that it was set at. Now I can use the down buttons here to decrease my health, and the up arrow here to increase my health. The cool thing about being able to do this is I can actually link this to other character sheets. So for the Dungeon Master, I'm making a book for the Dungeon Master to play with, and what it will do is when a player has the character sheet locked onto themselves, it will take the name of the character, put it into their book, as well as this piece here onto their book, and it will take in the values. So whenever you decrease, it will also decrease in his book, so he or she can tell whenever they've been, like, how their health is going, and so on and so forth. Next part is you've got armor class, which will be linked up in the future. I haven't done anything for it so far, but what I want to do is I want to make a combat system where it will link in your armor class. So if an enemy attacks you, it will check to see if it, and so on and so forth. As of right now, everything's done manually myself. So speed will also be linked in. We're going to be making a movement system on the table that we've made, which is going to be in one of the future DevLog videos. Then we've got initiative. In the future, these are all editable as well. In the future, I'm going to have it so you can click this and it will open up a menu down the side. When you roll your initiative, so it'll roll a d20, it will put you in a list here of users that have rolled their initiative, and then the GM can also see that as well. Now the next part, you have hit dice. Hit dice isn't implemented just yet, but I want to do it. I want to implement it. It was implemented, but then I lost all the work, which was quite sad. And then same with death saves. I've got all these here. I did spell success wrong here, but don't worry about it. What happens is, the same as how hit dice is going to work, you click it and it will open up on the side. For the death saves, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and whenever you roll, Yeah, whenever you roll, it will roll here, saying if you got a success or a failure. So with a success and a failure, if it's above 10, it's a success. If it's below 10, obviously it's a failure. Then it will add points to these just here. And I put in some default values right now just for the template. And as you can see, I died. So I got 3 successes, 3 failures, and 2 successes. So my player died. This will work the exact same as with hit dice, and it will link to the maximum health just here. So you'll roll the first hit dice, which is normally you take the maximum amount. So it would be for me a 9, because a D8 is 8 maximum, and then a +1 for my Constitution modifier. It will add it straight away. And then you'll also roll these just here, and whenever you level up, it will roll, add the previous version plus the modifier plus the D8 that's just rolled, and it will add it to the total health. And it will keep doing that whenever you level up. You just gotta roll this, and it will do it. I did have this implemented already, but like I said, it was deleted, so that will be in the incoming future. Then here you've got the proficiency bonus. Proficiency bonus is probably one of the most important things on this page just here. This links to all of your stats, all of your skills, sorry, not your stats. So for example, survival, stealth, perception, stuff like that, they're all linked. And I've done that on this sheet just here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the second point just here. This is where your attribute, oh, sorry about that. This is where all of your attributes are shown. What you'll notice down here is we have like this little icon down here, which is a pencil. If you click that, you can now change these attribute values here. So with attributes, they have a modifier. It will either be a minus modifier or a plus modifier. This goes from 1 all the way to 30, with each one having a modifier. I've implemented that for every single one of these. So for example, if I go up to 30, and then I click enter, just here you can see that it's put a +10. Now if I change this, I'll do it in front of me just here so you guys can see. Let's put a 12. It will automatically update it straight away. And the cool thing with this, you have a skill button underneath. If you head into that skill page, it'll add the modifier onto the skill, for example. So with athletics, where I'm not proficient in it, I'm getting a +1. Then if I add the if I add a proficiency, which is this one just here, it will add the proficiency bonus to the skill, which makes it a +4. You'll notice this one just here had a half. That's a half proficiency. Some classes allow you to get half proficiencies. So for example, a bard, when you level up to a certain level, you get a jack of all trades, which is a half proficiency. So essentially, with these, they're all linked. And then you've also got your saving throw up here. So if you're proficient in saving throw with the strength, you just toggle this and it'll link that. Then this third one just here, this point, it's expertise. So expertise allows you to have a double proficiency on top of it. So we're essentially getting a 6 + 1 right now, which gives you a 7. Now the really, really cool thing, if I come out of edit mode, once you come out of edit mode, you can now click these and it will roll the saving throw for each of the attributes. So if I roll through, it will say Dex, Constitution, oh that was very, very bad just then, Integer, Wisdom, and Charisma. Now the really, really cool thing is, if we go to the skill page just here, and we tick this just here, and we roll it, we're getting a +4. But if I take this off, and I roll it, we're now getting a +1. So everything in the character sheets is all linked together. And it's the same all across the board. You've got every single skill here in the skill page for each one. So each skill button is relative to each attribute, and then it has all of the skills. And the cool thing is with this one, you can then click on the name and it will roll it down here. So I just got a deception roll of 16 + 4, which gave me a 20. Now if I increase it to a half proficiency and roll it, it will do the exact same thing. So it takes the value just here at the end and adds it to the roll every single time. So then we do an expertise and it gives me a +10, which is 18 + 10, 28. So that's all the attributes. That's how the attributes work. It's really, really, really cool on how I've done it, and it's great to be able to just roll your skills here and there. Now onto the third page, you have a normal, just a normal dice roller as for now. So for example, if you just need to roll a dice, just out of, I can't really think of an example right now, but any dice at all, you can just click this, it'll roll 1d4. Oh, really sorry about that one, guys. I just came across a really random bug just then. Some reason I just had to quickly fix it. So what I was saying was, basically what you can do is you can roll a dice and it will roll it for you. Now the cool thing is you can actually set the roll amount, and the roll amount can be maximum set to the maximum amount of an integer is, which is like 2 million and something. It will take a while to do it, so I highly not recommend doing it. But so for example, if we want to do 5 d4s, for example, it will update just here saying what we're rolling, so 5 d4s, and then what it will do 5 d4s. I just got a really horrible roll just then, but that's how it works. In the future, what I'm going to do is, since there's stuff out there where it tells you to re-roll ones and stuff like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a button so that just here to say re-roll, and it will put the equation, your last roll, just here, and then what you can do, you can re-roll and you can change the numbers from these ones, the ones and stuff, for example. So I accidentally rolled it just then, but it does it for every single one of them. So 5d12s, 5d8s, 5d6s, 5d10s, and 5d20s. So let's say we want to be really crazy and do like 100 d20s. We'll update just here, and then we'll roll the d20s. Takes a while for it to do it, but it does it. So if I view it in, it's got every single equation going all the way through. Got a natural 1 before a natural d20. That's big oof. But yeah, it's got the subtotal just there. So if you were to go through and add all of these in a calculator, it would actually give you the subtotal of 1028. So that's really cool on how that works. And then I can also do advantage / disadvantage. So I got a 6 and a 16, 10 and a 5, a 6 and a 4, and an 18 and a 20. So yeah, that's basically how the sheets work so far. There's a really neat thing that I've implemented as well. So let's say, for example, when we host our sessions, we do them on the headless cord, which is like hosted from a client, not a client, a console, and then people can join and it will never crash unless the console crashes. What I found in the first test session was when people crashed, the sheets would disappear and then I had to fix everyone's sheets again. I've completely eliminated that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly respawn here. Respawn works exactly the same way as if you were to crash. When you crash, the user gets deleted anyway. So what it does is it checks to see if the user's going to be deleted. It's what the exact thing does for respawning. So I'm just going to respawn here and I'll show you what it does. So as you can see, just then, it got rid of it unparented the sheet from me and parented it back on the holder just here. So what you can do now is you can just come back in and let's say, oh, I crashed, oh no. Click apply and you got the sheet back, which is pretty cool actually. It saves a lot of fixing, a lot of time, and yeah, that's basically how the sheets work. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how the sheets worked, and the cool thing is the sheets cannot be seen from behind. I still have it on my hand just here, and it's still here, you can't see it. So yeah, that's how the sheets all work. I just wanted to show you guys just to get a little bit of hype out there on how it works and stuff like that, and just show you guys really. I'll be doing 2 more devlog videos, maybe one about the table and how all of that works and how we've done a tiling system and everything. And if you want to hear about future updates and what's going on, you can join our Discord. Discord will be linked down in the description, or I'll put a thing that you can click on up on the screen so you guys can join. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I look forward to hearing your suggestions and your feedback. See you guys.